It's not the right thumbnail. Where is it? There we go. There we go. Hey, hey. Here we go. All right. Is this working? I think it's going. Let's get some people talking in the chat and find out if this is functional. This is new for us. We don't normally do stuff like this. But we're going to be doing some research for some of our new videos and, you know, talking to people, taking questions, shit like that. Yo, howdy. What up, Adam? What up, Kapil? Kapil? Kapil Patel? It's actually a cool last name. Kapil. I hope that's how you say it. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Oh, man, my watermark is, like, right on my face. Gotta fix that. That looks dumb. Let's put me up here. Boom. Problem solved. All right, welcome in. Welcome in. Vinewood Public Access is the channel. This is new. It's kind of an amateur setup right now. Kapil Patel. What's up and it is? That's going to be my new greeting. What's up and it is? Vinewood Public Access. We're doing chat today on anything, honestly, GTA that you want to talk about. But the main thing that I'm going to be researching and chatting with you guys about, if you're interested, is the crossover of GTA 4 into GTA 5 and 6. So I had to take a break from moving for a moment, pop in and say, hey, excited to see some VPA streams. Yo, Jamie Hexam. Man, Jamie Hexam is like our #1 fan. Absolutely. What's up, Jamie? We really appreciate you. Jamie is like the reason for our engagement, I feel like. So thank you for all your support of the show. If you're just joining us, this is Vinewood Public Access. We are a GTA essay and talk channel. My name is Rob Morris. I'm an American screenwriter and TV producer, and I've been a fan of Grand Theft Auto forever, my whole life. I picked up the first, GTA 3 from like Blockbuster back in the day, because I'm like 30,000 years old. I'm trying, brother. Honestly, I feel like a pest, but I want to support. You're not a pest at all. Not at all. You act like a person that I know. The other day, I was like, do I know a Jamie Hexam? This person supports me like we went to high school together or something. But I was like, no, I don't think so. So I really do. I appreciate the hard work. Actually, you're one of the reasons why the conversation started between me and McTannen a little bit, and got some good clips of him. Man, the GTA community is fucking awesome. What a great group it is, really. And it's evolved, obviously, quite a bit. I've been playing, like I said, since 2001, but I've been playing GTA Online and stuff and watching the YouTube clips and everything, you know, since GTA 5 o'clock. Those guys are doing 6 o'clock now. Like, I've been watching it this whole time. And it's always been a pretty good group, but sometimes it can get a little weird. But right now, there's this weird bubble of, like, new GTA creators, which I kind of hope I get to be a part of in a way. And, man, they're all like really nice dudes. Like, really, they're cool to connect with people and work with new, younger channels, so to speak. And man, it's awesome to see. Really, really support it. But yeah, if you guys have questions or anything you want to talk about, GTA 6, 4, 5, 6, that's what we're going to be talking about today, is how I think it's kind of a trilogy. and we'll probably be on for like an hour. So I just wanted to give this a shot, see if there's any appetite for this at all. I've been making GTA content for like a year. I've been a fan forever. I started making it like a year ago, and I started making this fictional radio station, Vinewood Public Access, right here that you can see I've made a studio for in the game. This is at Clinton Ave and Alta in downtown Vinewood, if you want to go find it. That sign is not really there because I put it there, obviously. That sticker is not on that box. But like I said, I started making this kind of content a year ago and made my own radio station. And McTannen made a great point in his live stream the other day. And man, I wish I would have connected with this guy earlier. What a smart dude. It is so hard to make in-universe creative GTA content and catch any kind of audience, because the only thing that the algorithm really favors, which is based on everyone's what they want, the only thing that the algorithm really favors is like updates, like guesses about GTA 6 and speculation. And I think the way he put it, if I can paraphrase the way McTannen put it, he said like people would rather watch 3 hours of someone who knows nothing talk about what they think might be in GTA 6. They would rather watch that than like a cinematic like film that you made in the Rockstar editor that is like cinematic film level quality. Like they would rather watch that. And so you can spend hours and hours making something in the world of GTA, or making a movie or a radio station or some other kind of UGC, you know, a race or a mission or a thing that you design in the game. And it's really hard to get people's attention with that, because I'll be honest, I'm part of that too. I'm not judging anybody. When I'm going through YouTube and I'm looking for content, I'm not like, oh man, this guy had a creative thing. Because it's such a risk, right? When you click on that thing, there's a good chance it's like something's off. The quality is low, the sound's not good, or it looks cheesy, or it looks like something that, you know, your kid brother would have made that you're like, I'm proud of you for making something, but it's not that entertaining. Like, the amount of high quality creative content out there for GTA is not very much. It's not very high. So when you make it, people aren't even really looking for it, and Rockstar is not pushing that content like they used to. So it's a different world. All right, let's get into this chat because I've been yapping a bit here. Welcome to Vinewood Public Access. If you're just joining us, we are a GTA live talk radio station. In-game universe, in-game station. I'm trying this live stream thing out as a new experiment because I really like engaging with this community. So in the chat, speaking of which, Kapil Patel, very cool work. Glad I caught you live. Dude, I'm glad you caught me live. What's up? Jamie saying what's up? What's up? Man, people are so fucking nice. It's crazy. Everybody's so like polite to each other. There's so little hate and stuff. And I feel like it hasn't always been this way. I feel like 6 years ago, we were all just talking about how Mr. Boss sucks. Like that's all that anybody had to say was like, he sucks. But no one was out there like, come on guys, let's make a community. And that's what it feels like now. It's kind of fucking cool. Jamie said, I agree. What you're doing is niche and not everyone will take to it, but that's because people largely love crap. I don't know if that's true, man. I think good stuff rises to the top, but like I said, I think people are scared to click on creative stuff because there's a lot of people trying, which I love, but the stuff they make's not of the level that gets people's real attention and engagement, so they don't want to fucking try it. Kapil said, I love speculation partly because we just don't know how vast it may be. Seeing things like Plates of Gloriana makes me wonder so much. Dude, of course. Like, speculation is so fun, and that's why I'm doing this live stream, and I'm going into other people's live streams and participating in the conversations, because I think that's why people are successful right now in creating some new channels, because even though there's not a lot of news, there's nothing to cover in the GTA space, people still want to talk like this, right? They want to get in the room and just like chat with other people and get excited. Like people don't want their hype to die down, even though there's nothing to talk about. So like literally what's your favorite HD universe character? People are like fucking Luis Lopez. Like we're talking about Luis Lopez because we have nothing else to talk about. I want to talk about Luis Lopez though, because that was the whole point of this stream today. So let's talk about that. Luis is amazing. The Ballad of Gay Tony is maybe the greatest Grand Theft Auto story, series of characters, and gameplay ever. I recently replayed it, and it's incredible. 1 second. Here we go. I actually discovered your channel thanks to a YouTuber called McTannon. Oh, love McTannon. Oh, that dude is the best. Friend, brother. I tell you, mate, I'm going to spend some time listening to his voice because I want to get into it. I want to get after it. I love that dude's accent. It's amazing. He had nothing but good things to say about you. I caught some of those streams and I actually went back and looked them in. Some of those are because of Jamie Hexam, who's in this chat or was in this chat. Yeah. And absolutely. That's part of the community thing I was just saying. People are like, finding cool shit, going to other people's streams and being like, hey, everybody. And Jamie also, I want to give credit to him. In McTannon's chat, he was like, is it cool if I plug this other guy and the Vinewood Public Access? Like, is it cool if I talk about that? I don't want to. And Sav, McTannon, all these guys are like, sure, who cares? Here's the thing. I used to be a stand-up comedian, okay? I did it for a long time. I used to run my own comedy club. I've done a bunch of different things, but I was a stand-up out here in Los Angeles where I live. I live in LA in the Rio Los Santos. And out here as a comedian, I can tell you, there is such a vicious like competition amongst people. But the really good comedians, the really good stand-ups, they are like not worried about that. They're writing their own fucking thing. They're doing their own jokes. And they're out there hustling it. They're not worried about people stealing their jokes. They're not worried about, oh, I lost a spot to this other guy. No, because when you want to be great at something and you're working hard to be an artist or a creative person at anything, you don't worry about somebody else. You bust ass and make it the best thing for you. If you're a filmmaker, don't worry about somebody else's movie. Make your movie. Make the best movie you can make. If they make the same movie you were going to make, fuck that. Don't change. Make your movie. They cannot make your thing. That is the number one thing I would say as a creative. I'm a professional screenwriter. I'm in the Writers Guild of America. I live in LA. I make TV shows. That's what I do. I've been a comedian. I've been a theater director. I've done a lot of different stuff creatively. And the number one thing I can say is don't worry about other people's stuff. And I love to see this from the GTA creator community right now. Sav is like, what's up? This is Vinewood Public Access. McTannon is like, yo, Sav, let's do a thing. This is Vinewood Public Access. We're all patting each other on the back. We're all joining each other's membership as a way to say, like, we're in this together because we love this thing. Like, we love this thing together. And there's plenty. Here's the other thing. As far as GTA creators go, do you know how many people are going to start next year, way after the fact? They're going to start in like fucking June of 2026 and go, man, I think I should do a GTA channel. And they will be late. I also have a video coming about that. I want to talk some more about this stuff. And I do have a favorite HD Universe character. I will get back to that. Oh, let's get amongst it. Right. That's what he says. Ugh, I love that shit. Let's get amongst it, man. Beautiful, right? What do you think about the theory that Liz Torres from GTA 4 is incarcerated in the Leonida Department of Corrections and will give submissions to Lucia inside the jail? That is a very specific theory. I don't know if that's based on a leak. Like, the idea that Elizabeth Torres would be back at all is its own theory, which is fun. Okay. But she's back. She's also in the fucking jail. She's also giving missions to Lucia. She also is played by this actor. Like, that's a lot of very specific stuff. I love the idea that they would bring these characters back. when I look at GTA, so I recently replayed GTA 4. Here, let me read this one thing, and I want to talk about this GTA 4 thing, because again, that was my whole point of getting on this live. I was going to say, I'm sorry that there's not many people in the chat, but hearing about all the hats that you've worn, it probably doesn't bother you. Oh, no, I don't care. Also, this is like my first live stream I'm doing on this channel ever with my face on it. Like, all I've ever done is live stream the radio station I made. So this is new. I'm surprised anybody's here. There's like 9 people here right now or something, or was, whatever. That's great. Do you think there will be a playable prison segment for Lucia, kind of like the chapter in Mafia 2? Playable stuff in the prison is a great idea. I very much hope they do it, because it's a container that anytime you put characters in a container in a video game like Arkham Asylum or something like that, it makes you way more focused on the details, like way more focused, because you're not out here. When you drive down the streets of Los Santos, you miss a lot of stuff, which is why like Captain Glack's videos are so popular, of like most overlooked details, because you're driving by at 50 miles an hour. You don't look at all the signs. When you're in a prison, dude, you're looking at everything. So I really hope there's something that small in the game. That would be great. Wow, I was early on the MCT chat. Now I'm early on the Vinewood Public Access chat. You know it. You know, I don't know how you, oh, man, I gotta say your name right. My brain malfunction. Cal Tagstar. Cal Tagstar? Man, 96. What up, dude? You're early. You are early. Okay, let's talk about this GTA 4 crossover thing that I will be making a bigger video about. I said I was going to do research. I feel like now that there's chat, I just want to talk about it. But I put out a video, my first essay video that had like my face, and I was talking about GTA. One of the things that I said was GTA is a trilogy. They love trilogies at Rockstar. This is what I want to talk about. So they ended, because of the console technology, the trilogy of the first 3 games of Vice City and GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, right? And again, the trilogy is not the stories of the overarching game. The trilogy is the story of the world that they make, right? So GTA 4 starts this trilogy we're in right now. GTA 5 is the middle part, right? A New Hope, GTA 5 is Empire Strikes Back, and GTA 6 is Return of the Jedi. It is the third in the trilogy. People commented on that, and I said in the video very explicitly what I meant, but people commented about that saying like, oh, the stories are not that connected. They're totally new. I know that. I'm not saying that Michael and Franklin and Trevor are Luke Skywalker and Han Solo and Princess Leia in my Star Wars analogy. What I'm saying is, from a story's perspective, Liberty City is A New Hope. Los Santos is Empire Strikes Back. And San Andreas. Leonida and Vice City is Return of the Jedi. The cities are the protagonists, the location, the world. And they sum it up in this really big way if you look closely at San Andreas versus GTA 3. And if you look at the way they've treated GTA 4 versus 5 and online, the connections are bananas. I've heard so many people, and even TGG, who I love, he might be one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. He said, we don't need any characters to cross over. There weren't that many. And if you really pay attention, it's like they're so in love with fan service and Easter eggs that, yeah, some of them are really small and you see throwback stuff, sure. But some of it is bigger. Like, some of it is a lot of really little characters coming over. I had not replayed GTA 4 in a long time, and I recently did it. As I was playing through, I did it in chronological order, by which I mean I went on Steam and I found someone who put a list of the missions in GTA 4, but they took the episodes of Liberty City and they put them in order chronologically. So it's almost like you're switching between Michael, Trevor, and Franklin for different missions, except you're switching between Nico, Luis, and Johnny, except Nico is more constant, Johnny's more on the first half, and Luis is more on the latter half. So it's a little more different. But when you play the game like that, when you play GTA 4 that way, it makes, like, it unlocks your brain about how Rockstar developed GTA 5 and online in a totally different way. If you've been playing GTA 5 and GTA Online for 5 years, not even the whole time, just 5 years, possible Trinity playthrough. I love playing 4 like that. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The possible Trinity playthrough is exactly what that is. I didn't know it was called that, and maybe you made that up. But that is absolutely the way to play GTA 4. If you play it that way, you will see all the stuff. The gun van they introduce in, all the way down to that detail in GTA Online, is a thing from Lost in the Damned. I didn't even realize when they brought back, what's the guy from the Salvage Yard update? Yusuf Amir. I didn't even really remember him, which I know is crazy because he was such a big character. But I realized I never finished The Ballad of Gay Tony years ago. I started it, but I never finished it. This time I went through and played the whole thing. And I'm like, man, GTA Online is almost a love letter to GTA 4. The amount of crossovers and callbacks and fan service and like, hey, remember this guy, Gay Tony? He's coming back, and he's got Lazlow from GTA 5 and GTA 4 Integrity 2.0. Like, they weave it all together on purpose. They're letting you know that this is all the same world, okay? They want you to keep that in mind. And I promise you that GTA 6 will not change that. They're gonna go deeper on it. Yeah, we have all these new cool places and people. That's every GTA. We always do that. We're gonna have a new story with protagonists. The protagonists are the new, fresh eyes that we see the world through. Let's talk about that from a screenwriting perspective for a second. I'm a screenwriter. What's up? How's it going? First time on your stream. You have so much potential. Yo, I appreciate that. Is it Vice? Vice Sig. What up, Vice Sig? I appreciate you. I've seen your comments recently. Thank you for the support. There was once an Eastern European guy making noise in Liberty City, but he went quiet. Could that line from Lester mean that Nico is retired from the game or went back to Europe? Cal. Yes. But their point was, as soon as you meet Trevor, they're like, remember Johnny Klebitz? As soon as you do the first heist with Lester, they're like, remember Nico? Like, it's all connected, man. It's all the same universe. And and I get this, believe me. I make Vinewood Public Access. If you're just joining us, yo, what up, Big Dog? What up, Sav? Appreciate the shout out you did on your stream the other day. Was that yesterday? Man, I lose track of the time. Sav recently shouted me out on the stream and told people to come check it out. I really appreciate it. And I was just going on before you were here about how great this community has been and how supportive you and McTannen and all these other guys have been. So I really, really appreciate it. And also congrats on the roundtable drop if you're still here, if you're still listening. And if you haven't, for some reason, if you're watching this stream and you don't know about the roundtable drop today, which is crazy, that there's no way that's fucking true. But if you don't know, there was an amazing, amazing roundtable drop today with some of the best creators in GTA YouTube right now. So Sav, TGG, you got Bog, you got McTannen, Vice City Insider. I think I got them all. Anyway, I watched like half of it. I haven't finished it yet, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna withhold my roast a little bit, but with some of these dudes, I was like, that's dope because you never do. But with TGG, I'm like, where's your camera, bro? He's too big for the camera? What's going on? I'm just busting balls. But I was like, where is this kid? Marshall, get out here. We want to see your face, man. Anyway, Roundtable was awesome. Can't wait for the next one. Roundtable's cool. I started watching it late. Yep, same. You know what I did though, because I'm a supportive guy and I try to be supportive. I did when it premiered. I threw it on, and even though I couldn't watch it, I like let it play as a live, because you want to throw a love on the live if you can while it's airing. It makes a huge difference for people. I try to tell people all the time, if they're trying to support me or other YouTubers, you don't even have to fucking watch it, man. It's okay. Turn it on, mute it, and walk the fuck away on another device. It helps us out. It makes a huge difference. But I did that, and then I went back and listened to it later. Sav, Roundtable was also, can't wait for the next one. Sav, what are you doing Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern? Oh, shit. If you're inviting me, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll be there. That sounds great. Or whatever it is. Let's see. 3 p.m. Oh, yeah, that's early. And I'm on the West Coast. I'm a Los Santos-based GTA creator. I live in the real LA. Jamie, oh, fuck yeah, get VPA on there. Yeah, that'd be great, man. I love to talk shit, so let's go. I actually make a TV show for a living where we talk shit and make fun of things. That's like the whole thing. I'll try not to spam the chat. Are you a bit nervous about certain sections of YouTube that'll complain about GTA 6 having a female protagonist? Things could get pretty insufferable. Not really, dude. Like, I don't care about that. The problem is definitely in the community of gaming and GTA and all that kind of stuff in general man, it's hard to relate. I'm 37 years old. So I'm one of those like millennials that's like a liberal, open-minded dude, but I'm also from Texas. So I have kind of a centrist politics. But my attitude is more the merrier on like everything. I think more creators, more characters, male, female, gay, straight, different cultures. I'm in an interracial marriage, and my wife works at a place called Women of Color Therapy. So you know what I mean? Like I'm very much, I live in LA, like I'm in that woke shit. But I don't even think that's really a real problem. And I think that people that have a problem with it are going to two things. One, I think half those dudes are going to end up obsessed with Lucia. I think they're going to write her so well. And I think she's going to be such a compelling character and a great story that all of these little bitch boys who are like, I don't want to play as a girl, are going to be playing as that girl way more than they think they are. We'll see. We'll see. But that would be the ultimate revenge. I would love to see that shit. Let's just say I'm hoping for that, even if that's not what happens. So yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. Did you hear the audio clips of the Caraways from GTA 4? Curious if GTA 5 had the districts that didn't make the cut. Oh, yeah. I do remember that. I can't remember. Some YouTuber brought that to my attention, and I did not know about that until recently when I was replaying it. We'll see. I don't think GTA 5 had a lot of cut map, though. Like, the way it's designed and stuff, I don't think there was I could be wrong, but I think there's very little cut map from GTA 5 that wasn't eventually incorporated into online. So, we'll see. I bet you there's a shitload of stuff that's cut for GTA 6, because I guarantee you they wanted to work on this for another 15 goddamn years. Okay. Sorry, I got to catch up on this. There's no fucking way you're 37. I would have said you're like 29. Yeah, I am. I'm 37. I was born in 1988, baby. I was like the last of the Reagan babies. And I'm American. So me and Sav and like maybe two other people. Okay, let me check with the squad. We may be able to get you on there. If not this one, then we will get you on one of these from Sav. Thanks, dude. Hey, no rush, man. I think the roundtable is a great idea. It's a great way to create community and see people together. Like I mentioned earlier, I work on a show that I'm not really supposed to talk about that I work on it, but I've worked on a bunch of shows. I can say this, that follow the stories of different people. And the best episodes are when those people interact and you see them cross over. And YouTubers are notoriously mostly working alone all the time. Every now and then you'll see them join up for like a podcast or something. But the roundtable thing is a great idea. And the way that you're running it is great because it's very moderated. Sav has a great list of questions. It's in like segments of the show. Like he started off with like band questions and different ways that he's doing it. So I love the model. It's great. I would just love to see it keep going. And if you'll have me, great. We'll figure it out. If people think Rockstar can't make a female character interesting, I have two words. Sadie Adler. Yes. Dude, who was not in love with Sadie Adler, dude? Like, maybe one of the best video game characters ever. For real. Like, how bad did you want to play as her for one mission? Like, just, she was so badass, dude. And you really cared about her. And there was no holds barred. You never worried about her taking care of herself. They had multiple missions and scenes that showed you that she did not need the men's help to do that shit. And I don't see why they wouldn't double down on that and make Lucia a badass, especially with all the boxing fighting stuff they've been showing. It just feels like that's the vibe. I'm a straight dude, more right leaning. My GT Online character is female. Nothing wrong with that. If the character is very well written, I'm all for it, and I'm not when it's forced. Amen. Lucia will be great. I mentioned this on one of the videos. You share nonstop pop shorts with Kara talking about Vice City. I have seen those. So let's take that one at a time. I'll finish up on the and see you later, Sav. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sounds like he's head now. So answering that first thing about Lucia and the female character, and this guy said he has a female character in online. Every single game that has a male and female option, and I mean every single game, I play both because I want to see the whole fucking game. If you can play, sometimes I start as the female, sometimes I start as the male. Most of the time when I play a game, I do start as the character that feels closest to me. And if there's a dude with like my hair or glasses or like it kind of looks like my vibe, and then there's a chick, I'll start as the dude usually. Lately, that's been different because I just want to see how hard they worked on the female character. But I always, and on online, they drop clothes in a DLC. I go to my male character, I check them out. I go to my female character, I check out those clothes. Like, I just want to see the whole game. They made a whole game, and I want to see both sides of it, gender, whatever. One of my favorite things that I've ever seen in a game was South Park made their video game where the darker your skin is, the harder the game is. Like, the black kid character difficulty is harder than the white kid character. That shit where you're, even if it's satirical or it's a joke is one thing, but if you're like choices of how you look, like if you're tall and it makes you run into shit, things where like your aesthetic choices affect the game, that's what I want to see. So if she's female, I don't know. I don't even want to get into the jokes, but like whatever that means, I want to see it make a difference. Okay, let me try to catch up here. I think the only YouTubers that don't work alone have a full team. Talking about Dead Meat Game Theories where they have full on-staff. Yeah, there's like ones that become full companies, which is a different thing. My only issue with Red Dead Redemption 2 is that we didn't get a Ballad of Gay Tony or Lost in the Damn DLC with Charles and Sadie. Ooh, that would have been great, right? That would have been really, really good. Man, the DLC stuff, though, that's hard work. You really do feel like that's from the days of when they had time. At the risk of connecting YouTubers like it's the MCU. That's funny. Oh, I just skipped Jamie's line. I'll come back to this. At the risk of connecting YouTubers like it's the MCU, could Vinewood Public Access and McTannon's radio station be set in the same universe? We should get you down there for an interview. 100% I'm into stuff like that. There's also a guy who's not, his channel's not huge because he makes playlists, but he has a whole storytelling element. I want to shout out LS Live Radio. He used to be called Unit 51 FM. He's this guy, he calls himself Luca Bailey. It's a small channel, but go check them out, man. I like Luca Bailey. He's cool. We've kind of crossed over because we were both like brand new about a year ago making radio stations, but his is music based. So his is like mostly licensed tracks that you can't play. And that's what I was telling him. I was like, dude, it's a cool idea, but your idea is even harder to sell than mine. At least mine, you could play mine on your live stream and it's fine because I made all the music, all the voiceover, all my licensing on YouTube says you can borrow it. Jamie's question. Did your showbiz background influence the bit you did on VPA about the reality show comedian confronting the guy that was talking shit about him last night? LMAO, that's a bad synopsis. But, oh, you're talking about Real Comedians of Vinewood is an ad on Vinewood Public Access. If you're just joining us, welcome to Vinewood Public Access. This is our first live stream ever. And we are also a pre-recorded, scripted, in-game canon, I never know the right way to describe it, radio station called Vinewood Public Access that you can go find on our channel. Right now it's about an hour and 50 minutes long if you listen to all of it. If I get it done, which I really hope I do, the Halloween special is supposed to come out tomorrow. I fucking love the Halloween special. I really hope you guys like it. Anyway, back to the question. Man, live streaming is hard when you have ADD. I'm gonna have to get some like Adderall or something to do this. And mints, because I can't stop drinking water. Real Comedians of Vinewood is based on my experience in show business. And I've worked on reality shows, and I absolutely did that. The cool thing about Real Comedians of Vinewood and that ad, if you go listen to it, it is in broadcast day number 1, I want to say about 3/4 of the way through the broadcast. And it's the first thing I ever made for Vinewood Public Access. It literally is like I was just making fan fiction style GTA content, and I had this idea for this stupid reality show called The Real Comedians of Vinewood. I recorded the footage of that guy walking into split sides, which you can see in the game. It's on Xbox 360 or something. It's like old footage because I did this like years ago. And I put it on YouTube just as that one little ad, The Real Comedians of Vinewood. Like, this is the only thing on Vinyl Public Access that was published years ago. Nobody saw it because it wasn't a vertical reel. Those weren't really a thing as much yet. It was just like a short, it was like a 30-second horizontal video. It ate shit, and I was like, man, nobody cares about this stuff. And I shut it down. And I waited years before I went back in and was like, man, fuck it. I'm making more ads. I'm doing full call-ins, a DJ, multiple shows, and then I like really doubled down and got into it. So yeah, if you're just joining us, go check out Vinewood Public Access. It's a whole universe. There are multiple characters. I really need to make a video explaining the whole sub-universe that I created because I worked really hard on it, and it's dense, and there's a lot to it. So please go check it out. Trevor, Simeon, and other characters that give you contact missions have some funny comments if your character is female. Lamar has the best dialogue if you're female, especially back in the beginning before the update when he used to pick you up from the airport. That was the first scene, right? You would fly into Los Santos from out of town, and Lamar would pick you up from the airport. And if you were a guy, he would pick you up and be like, what's up, homie? Like, get in the car. We're going to drive around. If you were a girl, he'd bring you a rose. And he'd be like, yo, what up, baby? I got you this rose. He would, like, mac on you at the airport. And your character would be, like, silent, of course, and be like, nah. And he'd be like, oh, all right, well, you know, get in the car. We just go ride around. And it was so much funnier than the bit that if you're male, it was, like, almost this little reward where they were being like, thank you for picking the female character and trying it out, especially if you're not a girl. Yeah, Lamar was trying to rizz you up as a female. Yes, absolutely. Let's see. What's... I'll have to look, but someone made a radio station for GTA 6. I think it's called Paradise FM. I have seen Paradise FM. I will give you my thoughts on Paradise FM. Sunset FM. Okay, sure. I think I know what you're talking about. And if it's the one I'm thinking about, I have feelings about this. There's a reason Vinewood Public Access is based in Vinewood, is based in Los Santos. Like, there is a reason why I put it in GTA Online, not 5, not 4. It's all the same thing, but it really exists in the world of GTA Online, which is present, right? Which is current day, which is like 2025 is supposed to be when GTA Online is taking place, like kind of in real time. These other stations that have popped up that purport to be in Vice City, for me, it's a little odd to have people writing in a world that doesn't exist yet. We don't know enough about the vibe and we just don't know enough for you to be creating. You know, it's like that sandbox doesn't even have walls. It's just sand and it's far away and you're like trying to play in it and make stuff. And I'm not saying you can't. I wouldn't tell anybody not to do stuff. Like whatever you want to do that's fun for you. It's just YouTube. This is fucking make whatever you want. It's democracy. But it's like, who are you to exist in that world yet? Vinewood Public Access mentions Vice City, but we mention it as if it's a faraway thing that we don't have much contact with, that we just know exists. And we try not to write any even fan fiction canon stuff about Vice City. Even Tommy Singles says, I don't get why everyone's so hype about Vice City. I grew up in that general area. Like, I wrote it that way on purpose. I don't know where Tommy's from yet. Like someday when that game comes out and I explore that game and I get to know Leonida or Leonida or whatever the fuck it's even called. We don't even know what it's called. Then I'll know where Tommy's from because I came up with that character. And for me, it's like, I want to put him in a place that makes sense. The way I wrote it is that he escaped from a part of the state that he doesn't like. So I got to go figure out where that is and why. And I think it's weird to be like, in the game making up stories in a world that you've never explored. But whatever, man. I mean, people are cool to do whatever they want. Do you think that the online character in GTA 6 Online will have voice acting? I hope they figure something out. TGG was talking about in the roundtable about how they've always... Hey, stop it. Puppy. Sorry, I have a little dog. TGG was talking about how they've never really told a really compelling story in online, and I wanted to point out that they really tried to do that in Red Dead Online, and it just didn't take off. Like, they had this whole thing about you escaping from prison and helping this lady, and they tried to do story stuff, and the Moonshiner and Rolls and things like that. Like, and the DLCs have meant to be little stories. But they don't hold the same gravity. And I think part of that is because they've chosen to keep the vehicles for those stories, the protagonists, our online characters, ambiguous, empty vessels for us to imagine ourselves in. Like when we make our little online character and it looks like us, we think of, oh, it's me walking around. Let's just say you think of it that way. Or even, you know, you think of it like LARPing and you're like, oh, I'm making Teddy and Teddy's walking around, whatever. They want you to be able to think about that however you want. But they can't do that if they start writing lines for it and giving it dialogue, because now all of a sudden you're not, you know, you're not fully in control of who that character is because they're telling you who that character is. But if they don't tell you who that character is, then it's hard to get us to care about them. So that's a very difficult task for them as game developers to figure out how to do. How do you get us to care about characters that don't talk? Like they don't really seem to have, not just don't talk, but like don't have strong feelings about stuff. In online, like GTA Online, other characters have super strong feelings. We meet, you know, Yusuf Amir and Gay Tony and Lamar and all these people, and they're like, yo, I have strong opinions. How you doing? And then our characters are like, and you're like, what is that? You don't have any strong opinions. Arthur Morgan has strong opinions. And when things happen to him in the game, you give a shit because he cares about other stuff. And so you care about him and he has to make difficult choices. And you are that person making those difficult choices. What difficult choices do we make in GTA Online? You can't really, because they want you to keep playing it every day. So you can't make a difficult choice every day. It's a tough balance. I don't have an easy out for them, but that's why they're the fucking rock stars. We can make educated guesses because of the state it's based on. So if it's in Florida, it's got to be a bit wild and wacky. But that's all it is, an educated guess. That's right. That's true. And Florida is perfect. That's why Vice City works so well. The one question I absolutely want to ask today, and you don't have to spoil anything about where VPA is headed, but will we see Tommy Singles get increasingly homesick as he gets closer to May? I will not spoil what I plan to do with VPA canonically when Vice City comes back when 6 comes out. I don't want to spoil that, and I do have plans for it. But I will say this. Tommy, at this point in VPA's story, just lost like 4 viewers who are like, I don't care about that. Tommy absolutely doesn't want to go back. So if he ends up back in that area, it will be not something he wants to do. It won't be him getting homesick and going, oh man, I really need to go home. No, there will be a reason he must go. Because good storytelling is not out of desire. It is out of necessity. Think about that. This is the only thing I bring to the GTA community. I'm a storyteller, a screenwriter. That's my expertise. I'm not a game maker. I don't know. I don't think the characters will be voiced in online. Rockstar basically never uses our headsets and real voices. Our characters' voices convoluted. But yeah, you're right. It's unlikely. And I think for all the reasons that I just said. Sorry, I'm trying to deal with my little dog. Come here. Will you say hi to everybody so I don't look like a crazy person? She's super cute. This is Phoebe. Okay. So then to answer that other question, I don't think it's a problem that they don't speak. For example, Gromit from Wallace and Gromit doesn't say a word, but you can tell. Yeah, but Gromit has strong feelings about stuff. Dogs can be silent and expressive and still have very strong feelings that let you know where they're at. And then when things happen to them, you care, right? It makes a difference. So they can do it without speaking, but they're going to have to allow our online characters to have thoughts and opinions that are expressed one way or another. I'm still debating about making a radio station that's still based in Liberty City because we know the place, and eventually me as the radio host will move to Vice City when GTA 6 releases. Great idea. I love that idea. If you want any help on that, or you want to talk to somebody who made something that's like that, hit me up, hit me in a comment or whatever. We might start a Discord server. We'll see how this channel goes. This channel's grown a lot in the last month, which I'm very happy about, and I really appreciate all the support. So thank you everybody for joining us. We'll be here for a little bit more, and then I'll have to sign off. Let's see. We were talking about GTA 4, and I think I covered most of it, but one of the things that when I said I was going to do some research, I really want to research more about the things that are crossed over from 4 to 5. So ULP, the Michelle character, or whatever the fuck her real name is. I always forget. And yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. Any questions? Hey, knock it off. I don't think our characters will be voiced in 6. It's hard getting an actor to commit to what could be 15 years of their career. No, it's not. Have you ever watched Law and Order? You pay someone the right amount of money. Karen Daniels is Michelle. Very good. You pay someone the right amount of money, they'll do it. All right, I might have to go because my dog's getting restless. But you guys, this was great. If you were given the option, last couple of things. If you were given the option, do you think that you could be a YouTuber as a full-time occupation, just like McTannen has done? We'll see. I'm a full-time TV producer right now, which is like a good job, and it pays well, and I like it. But TV is a difficult business. It's always kind of shrinking, and my show can always get canceled and turn off the air. So we'll see. That's part of why I'm doing this, so that at one point maybe I have that choice. And with that, thank you guys so much for joining us. I appreciate it. This was really fun. Stick around, and we'll do this more often, This could be a really fun thing. And check out the radio station if you haven't, Vinewood Public Access. It's the #1 fan-created GTA talk radio station in the world. And you're on it right now, so go check it out. All right, thanks.